What is up? Welcome back to another video.
What's up, guys?
I have
Welcome
Sam
back.
here. I have Colby here. My hair is not here. And we're about to take the Lexus down to Ocean City Cruising Week for May of 2023. About to start our drive down. It's about 5:50 right now, almost 6 o'clock, so we're going to get headed down. We'll meet Tyler and Hope down there, document our adventures, and yeah, just kind of show you what we find this weekend. So we're going to be down there for the whole weekend, kind of show you a bit of what we're doing and what we're up to, and that's about the gist of it. So we'll get headed out now. Starting it up now, we are at 268,147 miles, so we'll see how many we have at the end of the trip. Let's go. And my boy's alignment is just...
Oh, boy, oh boy.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Bro.
We are unpacking because we've arrived at our destination for the night. We are at the Beach Bum Westo little hotel, motel, cabin, resort inn, whatever you want to call it. So this is our cabin right here. We're going to check in, see what we got, and then we'll...
Slack some slicks on the Lexus, and we're about to go do some street racing.
You know it. But yeah, let's see what we're dealing with this time. Well, we're on the porch right now, and we're going to...
Safety features. Safety
It's got a nice little lock on the screen door, but let's pop in and see what we got. So...
Oh, there's a homeless guy in here.
You just hear random screeching.
Small place, cute little shack though. This will be our home for the weekend. Not too bad. We're in the car now. Tyler and Hope have arrived. Can't really see anybody because it's pitch black in here, but not really too much interesting happening tonight. If anything happens, I'll capture it. If not, I'll catch you guys in the morning and show you some cool cars. Ended up going to Alley Oops for dinner. We just finished up. I'll show you guys what we did.
Oh, alright guys, there's Michael. I'm about to mess him up. Let's go. Ow! Ow!
Money! What was that?
Pull the handle. It looks like you might land a big one out here.
Number 5 of the night, no big deal. What can I say?
Let's go!
Probably the last people in here.
Now we're headed back to the hotel, cabin, whatever you want to call it, so nothing too interesting tonight. We'll wake up early in the AM, keep you updated on what we're doing, and catch some cool cars. We're getting going for the day, heading out, going to Fractured Prudent, gonna grab some breakfast. Weather isn't exactly ideal, but we're all heading down the Lexus, head down to the boardwalk after breakfast and see what we can find.
Yeah, baby.
Made it down to the boardwalk. I'm gonna go inside and see what we find.
Oh, homie from Middle River.
Nice one, Colby.
Goodness gracious, that thing is gorgeous.
Right off the dot, we're having some good looks around here.
He's the original bill of sales.
Oh, he does?
From the dealer, yeah. 5.7 liter, 350.
We got $10,423. $10,000 is not getting you anywhere near this these days. You're lucky if you get a used Camry for half of that. This right here, those are some friggin' tires. Look at that.
I would love this thing.
Look at that thing.
Le Mans.
Chevelles on Chevelles. The rains unfortunately seem to have deterred a lot of people this year. It's hazy right now. It's supposed to start raining a bit later, but there's usually cars all the way down to the end. I don't really know what's going on. Maybe it's the police department as well, because they're cracking down on some people as well, but I mean, it's pretty empty, but there's still a good showing for what it is. Small car, big block. You gotta love the old Camaros. We got 4 sitting down here. We're gonna go see what we're walking up on. Hopefully something good.
No, it's just a giant walrus right now. There's no turbos yet, bro. No.
I can't get over how empty the lot is. Like, I'm telling you, it's usually packed, but we'll head to the convention center later on. It is supposed to rain a bit more, so we'll see what we got. Gang's walking up ahead of me, checking them out, talking to some people. Good stuff so far.
What is this?
No idea.
It's like an old Bel Air.
Safe from the scrapyard. That's what we like to see. Yeah, family-friendly warning. Pretend you didn't see that.
Yeah.
It is an old Chevy. I'm not sure what, though. Now, we saw this one last year, too, and we weren't exactly sure what it was. It's a 71 Chevy, according to the tag. We can see this thing is clearly custom built. It's got parts of a new one, parts of an old one, it looks like. It's got the Suburban badging on the side.
Oh, no, he's got some...
Rust is starting to get to it, it looks like, but... I mean, take a look at this thing. Like, it's one of a kind, all right. I like it. This bad boy right here looks pretty wicked.
Wait till you see the engine on this thing.
Oh, boy. I mean, that's probably like a foot deep in there. I don't know how you're getting an impact in there to change those tires, but I mean,
There's like
Colby said,
18
wait till I
wide.
see the engine. Oh, baby. Man, look at that. Clean. Tyler, rate those welds.
There's some pretty good
Stack of dimes.
You heard it here first. Tyler approves. That is probably the perfect license plate to get for something like that. Old Dodge over here. And I honestly don't know what I like more, the car itself or the trailer being towed behind it. That same Camaro that I was just showing with the old school tag. Gorgeous interior. We're commenting on the shifter. I love the old unconventional shifters. It's mint
Fun
condition.
fact, same shifter that GNX has.
Oh yeah, so you
And the
gotta
Grand
love those
Nationals.
Grand Nationals. What I would do to own one. Colby was telling me that this is a 572 under the hood. Valve covers for
You can
one.
tell, so 572s come stock with these valve covers from Chevy.
So you heard it from
That's a
Colby
great
there
engine.
first. Look at that right there. But no, it's another mint looking one. Paint is nice and shiny, not a single scratch, ding, or dent. You gotta love the old wooden beds. Listen to that sound behind me as well. Gorgeous. Look at that. Dude's got his own truck painted onto the back of his truck. Mad respect. We actually saw this old Datsun driving past us earlier. Didn't really think too much of it. Thought it was just a gorgeous looking car driving by, and then started looking at it a bit more. LS under the hood.
That's crazy.
Once automatic, now manual. Work your way around to the back. Fuel cell. I mean, man, it's a heck of a build right there. .41 Willys right here. The Harry Hauler. Orange windows to look through. Dash has autographs all over it. I don't know who that is, but I mean, look at that. She's pretty. Oldest car I've seen today stands this 29 Ford. It's not something you see every day. Studebaker Avanti right here. The man that you just saw walking away is the man that owns that. Very nice man. Just told us a little bit about his car. We were talking about cars and whatnot, telling us some stories, and he's owned it for the past 50-something years, so beautiful car. Continuing to walk around. It's starting to rain a little bit, unfortunately, but trying to catch what we can. People are starting to head out and see if there's anything good left. 47 Dodge right here. Doesn't look like anything too special till you get around on the inside. You notice the LED lights, the big wrench on the front, there's a little wrench hole on the other side. And then you look, it's a 5.9 Cummins under the hood. Now that is something you don't see every day. The smokestack in the back. That thing's sick. 31 Ford right here. I'm doing my best to record. I'm trying to cover the microphone from the rain and my phone as well because it is cracked and it will get water inside of it if I don't cover it. But just looking at this one. This one's for sale, and while I've always wanted a classic car, it's unfortunate because I don't exactly have $45,000 to play with, but gorgeous. Someone will pay for it. Good old male Jeep. Literally labeled male Jeep. You know what they say? It's a postal Jeep thing you wouldn't understand. Rain's coming down pretty hard now. We're starting to look around at some of the tents. Currently the Edelbrock tent, checking out some parts. None that I would need, maybe some that Colby will need for his S10 build that I might have highlighted before. Can't really remember, but yeah, bunch of interesting stuff. Now looking at this engine here, it goes for $70,000. I mean, look at that
70 grand.
2,500 RPM idle, 11,000 horsepower, 500 cubic inches. So it's got about half of the power as the Lexus stock. No, it doesn't. Here's a frontal view of that. I mean, I'm standing about 5 feet from it, and you can see how massive this thing is. But I mean, seriously, that's ridiculous. Ooh, ooh, ooh. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just, it's comically large, this thing. Now Colby here is just showing me this. I'd never seen this before. Fuel injected carburetor. All the benefits of fuel injection with the tunability of the carburetor. Interesting. So fortunately, the weather does suck. It's not letting up anytime soon. Exactly, it is what it is. So we're going to head down to the convention center because we seem to miss all the good stuff there every year. We have a tradition of getting to the convention center right as it's closing. We're going to drive there now. If anything interesting happens, we'll catch it. Otherwise, we'll see you at the convention center. This might honestly be my favorite find of the weekend so far. We found it, boys.
The prophecy has been fulfilled.
Michael, you're gonna enjoy the back.
This is so friggin' cool.
Read the stickers.
Look at that.
That is awesome.
Look at that. Oh man.
The interior's clean as hell too.
This message is for me too.
I love it. Took longer than expected, but we did end up getting a parking spot, so we're headed into the convention center now. Catch you on the inside. Old Camaro here. I've always loved this generation. It's a
very unique looking.
It's a very different departure from what it was before, and I love all the angles that go on up front.
But it's very different from what you see now with the modern Camaro too.
Oh, exactly. No, I love the angles of angles of the hood, follows in the grille shape, the headlights that go with it. It's so different, but I love it. Somebody's been leaking a good bit of oil driving through earlier today. I mean, just look at that rainbow. But even more beautiful right here is the Bronco. And Colby was pointing this out as well, and I do like it. Just the simplicity of the dash. I mean, it's
not too flashy.
Your basic switches.
It's simple.
Cooling gauge at the bottom, it looks aftermarket, and then your big speedometer next to the steering wheel. But then after that, I mean, yeah. Yeah, it's a gorgeous little Bronco right there. Decent turnout at the convention center. Weather's gone up a little bit, so it's fortunately not raining right now. Supposed to later, hoping it doesn't pick up, but I mean, for what it is, we can't complain. Bronco's good looking, but I always got a soft spot for these Blazers as well. Tyler said that his grandfather used to have one. I mean, they're good looking. They do well off-road. They're just classics. All around inside and out, easy to work on. It's got a soft topper on it too, which if you're wondering why that name sounds familiar, if you've been keeping up with the channel, that's what Tyler's got on the back of his Tacoma, so I love it. So here's an old Thunderbird. Looks like a first gen to me, if I'm correct, because I actually went to go look at a 60 Thunderbird a few months back, possibly buy that. Ended up not being as ideal as I thought it would be. I can throw in a picture right now. But anyways, yeah, looked at it, drove it around a little bit. It wasn't all that I'd hoped it out to be, but I've always loved Thunderbirds. Always thought that they're beautiful looking cars. Slowly went downhill the more they went on, but first and second generation especially, gorgeous cars. Third as well. Some unfortunate peel in the front, but otherwise it is a good looking car. I know, I love the old stacked headlights in these things. We actually looked at this one in the other lot. I love the old V8 badge on this.
So the one that he got.
I like this sticker a lot down here. That's how I feel driving the Explorer. Colby,
Lost about half of his oil on this thing.
you like this one sticker down there?
Oh Lord, that's the 83.
Exactly, that's the 83, that's the Explorer. That's half the cars we drive if we're
Yes.
being honest, but
Okay, I just want to redirect Michael's
That
attention
is-
real quick. Look down at your feet, because
Oh.
this dude lost half of his oil pan probably.
that's more than like 5 quarts of oil right there.
Wouldn't it be so fun to ride with all your friends in this?
That's
All
what I'm
the
saying.
fellas. He's got turf for the floor too.
Like imagine the road trip down Ocean City in this.
The biggest mistake you can make is put a hairy dog in this thing, because it will
Yeah.
be dirty permanently.
And it'd smell. But no, I mean taking a road trip in this thing,
It's so much fun.
like you drive around anywhere, you're catching attention.
What is it, a Chevy?
Yeah. What's the sticker say? 63. We're actually talking about the Impalas on the way down here. I've driven the new Impalas, so has Tyler, so has Hope. When we were talking, we kind of said the new Impalas, they float down the road, they drive nice, and for what they are, a full-size sedan, they're nice, but they're just not what they used to be. Like they're not the big, floaty, luxury sedans they once were. They're really just a commuter car, which is a shame, but the old ones, they're just so beautiful. Fat tires once more. You're not losing traction in those bad boys.
Call me Mac Miller because I just want to ride around the city in a Cutlass.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the Roland E. Powell Convention Center. Well, it's where we've gone every other time. I guess there's nothing in here. But there's a lot of people in here, so there's got to be something good to see. Here's our obligatory visit to the Hot Wheels wall.
Where's the school bus at?
There's got to be something good. Other side of the Hot Wheels wall, but here's what we're really here for.
Just pan up the camera real quick to just look at how long this table goes
Oh yeah,
on
no,
for,
I
and then
had to
another
zoom in
one.
the camera 3 times and you can still see. I mean, It's all this and then everything over there. Gorgeous. You know, we got here the Rodzilla. Here we are. Made our way back to the inside cars. I'm hoping there's more than this, but for what we're seeing, they're still pretty.
I mean, someone really just let a burger sit out here.
Yeah, that burger's original from 1969.
Yes.
So's the ice, just as yet to melt.
And the cupcake.
Got one seat in the middle. Look at that.
He has the airplane shifter.
Look at the throttle pedal.
Yeah.
That thing holds your foot in. This thing looks like a death trap on wheels, and I'm all here for it. I love Cougars.
Women.
Yes. F cancer over there, that sticker. Agreed with that. Made our way back down to the lower half. Still not finding any cars down here. We must be missing something because the past few years they've had so many you can't even count, but we're just looking around, kind of looking around at what's for sale here and upstairs and seeing if we find anything interesting that we can't live without.
Look at the amount of springs on that. Did you see all the springs on that thing? 57.
Scare me. So we left the convention center. Lexus is here now, so are all of us. We decided to go out to Dead Freddy's. We're very late for the Mustang meet, so that's obviously not happening anymore, but there's still some cars to be seen here. Fox body over there, another old Mustang over that way. Like I said, still plenty of Mustangs here. So,
Fox body.
yeah, we're just taking a look around. Still some good cars. Like I said, there was a Mustang meet here earlier today, but we didn't exactly catch that as we were here pretty late. But Convention Center surprisingly had no car shows going on inside besides what I showed you. In the past years, they had more than plenty, so I'm legitimately surprised by that. But nonetheless, we're here. It is lunchtime, taking a late lunch at about 4 o'clock, early dinner, whatever you want to call it. We'll eat some food. Catch you when we're done.
That's a manual Jeep right there. That thing sounds good.
Well, lunch is finished up at Dead Freddy's. We're going to drive around for a bit, see what all we can find on the roads. Hearing some cool sounds, seeing some cool cars, all kinds of interesting stuff to behold out here. There's the duck I won last night.
Hey, would you mind giving us a rev?
Huh?
Would you mind giving us a rev?
This thing is slow as hell, man.
Hey, excuse me, can you guys give us a rev? We are back down in the downtown Ocean City area. Oh, you hear that Ranger? Oh man, I cut myself off for that one. But anyway, we're downtown in the Ocean City area once more. We're driving around, cruising around. It is about 7:35 right now, so we're just kind of out here seeing what we can find. Don't know what the plan is for the night. We might try to find our old coworker Rick. He's got a sweet F100. Gonna try to get some more revs out of people like we did earlier and just go car spotting, drive around, see what we find. So we took a stop a few streets down to visit this 68 F100. This belongs to my former coworker Rick. I've featured it in past videos before, but we like to make sure we can visit it every year. We're gonna say hi to him. I haven't seen him in a while, haven't worked with him in quite some time, but he won a trophy on this earlier today, I believe, so I've heard from Hope. Hope and Tyler know him as well. Hopefully we'll get to see him. I'll ask him a bit about the truck, see if he wants to say anything on video, but I always love looking at this thing. The paint is just immaculate. We got our quality visit time in with Rick. Didn't end up coming out to say hi, rather we just visited him on the deck of the hotel he was at. Hung out for a bit, had a good time with him, caught up, all was going well. We're just gonna go up and go car spotting now, but we found this Lightning that we wanted to check out beforehand, so. Yeah, that thing's clean.
don't know. Were these yours still electric ones?
No, these were nowhere near electric ones.
I figured they weren't. But the new
Electric
ones
didn't come
are.
till
That's where they
2020.
ruined it, isn't
These
the
were
new
the
ones are?
supercharged V8s.
Oh, did they?
Oh yeah. But no, I've always had a soft spot for these Lightnings. You rarely ever see them, let alone this clean. Kind of hard to see, but you got the side exhaust down there. You gotta love the exhaust sound of an old Viper. There's just nothing quite like it. Good old V10. I believe I had this on camera earlier. We found a good spot to go car spotting, so we've been sitting here for a good bit. We're just gonna keep on going around. It's well past 11 at this point, so we're gonna see what we get, if anything. Still some good stuff cruising around. Can't complain.
There it is.
Well, as you saw in the last two videos, police rolled up. I'm not really sure what's going on. Yeah. Oh man, that's disgusting. But anyways, yeah, I don't really know what's going on. They're just kind of here, and yeah, it's kind of slowed down a little bit. Maybe we'll move on if something's going on. Unfortunately, the police have announced that they are clearing out the sidewalks, so we're gonna have to go. So they'll be running the horses down here and ordering everybody off shortly. Don't know if anything happened or if they're just trying to clear up the streets, getting quiet for the night, so we're gonna head back to the Lexus. It came to my attention that I never really did film much of an outro for last night, so we just kind of went around, we car spotted, and then we just went back after grabbing a pizza, hung out at the little motel, hotel cabin, whatever you want to call it, for a little bit, and then went to sleep thereafter. On that note, it is now Sunday. We're checking out headquarters right there. Tyler noticed that the building has been painted brown. I went back to check last video. It was white before, but anyways, our cabin's over there. We're checking out. Lexus is here and loaded. Tacoma's here. Anyways, saying goodbye to the cabin. Did us well for the weekend. Can't complain about the stay. Good time overall, so let's head out. Let's see what today has in store for us. So yeah, you heard that Fox body roll by. Sounded pretty nice. We're here at Uber Bagels now. Gonna go in and grab something to eat. We're heading down to the boardwalk, but I had to highlight this. He's using a Silverado SS to tow his whipski back here. And take a look at that. Look at the wheels on the trailer too. You gotta love it. While it did take forever, I finally found a street parking spot. We were going for this lot back here, but it was very packed. There were several other cars swarming around, making sure that nobody else got a space, and everybody was driving a bit aggressively. This Camaro is going out right now. I stopped my video to take a video of it, but Yeah, I was looking at that one earlier. It's real pretty orange, and I like those wheels on it too. I'm usually not a fan of brighter chrome wheels, but they look fantastic on that thing. Anyways, I'm now walking down to the boardwalk. The other guys went to go meet up with Tyler and Hope because they had to park somewhere else. I'm going to catch them down there and then see what we got today. We made it back into the boardwalk. Decided the weather was beautiful and it looks like there's a decent showing of cars, so $10 to get in today. Making up for yesterday, so here we go.
Do they still have the same alarm on these trucks, I wondered?
I love old long cars like this. I figured it's an Eldorado. According to Tyler's feet, that is 20 feet long, which sounds about right. We've got a Ford Expedition back home and it looks about the same length.
You know, all this thing moves. It's got twin Pro Chargers on it. It's a 502 big block Chevy.
Look at that thing.
It's ridiculous. It's done
For
so
your own
clean, too.
well-being, I ask that you shield your eyes after you walk past this Roadrunner.
Oh no.
I see.
Anyways, we'll see what's there in a second, but
I'm just gonna not look right
check this out. Look at that wagon up there. Oldsmobile 88. Dude's handing out little stickers to go with it. Was given them to a bunch of little kids, and I couldn't resist. I had to ask for one as well. All right, well, after the Roadrunner.
No.
To each their own, but these wheels are about up to the halfway of my thigh.
Gold wing doors.
I just...
Paying 26 grand for this.
26 grand. Once again, to each their own, but not exactly my style. Yeah, I don't know what to think of this. It's a bit much for me. The bedazzled badges, the big rims. The gold wing doors. I don't. My brain's hurting looking at this. Now we're looking at this one here. I mean,
This thing is gorgeous.
look at that paint job, but just on the inside. The inside of that is cleaner than my car has probably ever been. The engine is just shining in every single crack and crevice. I mean, just look at that. We were saying that the most important part, Tyler's walking up now. This interior is definitely worth more than my car.
Oh my god. Yeah, look at the interior. on
It's
this. My
immaculate.
man got that crocodile.
Look at the dash as well.
I wonder how many alligators went into this.
That's a good question, but this...
We should get PETA involved.
I mean, you don't see a scratch or anything on this.
You see the Porsche over there?
Tyler, I found the crocodile. Now, every year that I've been here, I've never seen this before, but turnout is actually better today on Sunday. It's probably because of the rain yesterday and people decided to hold out in case there's a big crowd today, but I'm impressed with how many people are still here, and it's totally worth coming back today, so I'm glad we did. So the one that I just showed was actually the one that I pointed out yesterday, the 5.9 Cummins in it, the old Dodge. But we've seen this one before, actually, down at Hunt Valley, Maryland, at Hunt Valley Horsepower Cars and Coffee, which goes on every Saturday morning down there. But, I mean, just taking a look at this thing, it's not too far from us. It's down in Baltimore. But yeah, the more you look at this thing, the more you see. And we were talking about rat rods yesterday. We said the thing that we like about them so much is just the fact that you never see any two like one another. They're all different. They're all unique. They're all one of a kind, and you can tell that anybody that builds them puts their heart and soul into them. So here,
I love the door handles that a lot of guys come up with. That's a damn crescent that he just tacked on for the door handle. Like stuff like that you just do not see anymore on anything.
exactly.
This one's
I
this one's
can't
kinda
stand
nut.
when dudes say that they're too old now for a sports car, so they get something that's just
Yes.
not cool, because every time I come to a car show, there's always a white-haired man in a rat rod just like this, riding on wooden planks.
All I'm gonna say, you gotta
No
have
windows at all
you gotta
in the
have
car.
3 feet long legs to reach the damn pedal.
And I was gonna say, those chairs don't fit too bad. You're making it fit.
That's an awesome car.
The overflow right here. I mean, yeah. Every time I look at this, it catches my attention, and I look at it and I catch something that I didn't before.
The grenade on the back with the
Exactly.
skeleton of a bird.
I've never even seen that before. I love this thing.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh, sunroof and everything. It's the Blazer we looked at yesterday with the soft top, and then another Blazer today with the soft top. That's another one you don't see every day.
No, you do not see something like this.
It's pretty sweet.
I hope that's really how this is supposed to be designed.
goodness.
It's amazing what you can do with hydraulic suspension.
He's having a kid in this.
Oh yeah.
There it is. Excuse me. Are you with this car? Yes. So, 2 years ago, I found it at the same show and took a picture with it because I have a mullet.
Oh
Do you mind if I take another picture and recreate that?
Not at all. I'll move.
So in case you missed it, the 69 Chevelle right here, it's got a tag on the back that says mullet. Tyler found it after growing out his mullet back in 21. Got a picture by it, and he said this year he wanted to keep an eye out again for it. Ended up finding it, and lo and behold, we got a replica picture of it. So if you heard the woman there explaining the story, that's what happened. So, very nice woman, had a good talk with her about the car, about how the tag came to be and all. I believe this is, Sam, is this his car?
I'm pretty sure it is his.
This is,
Not, it's a very identical.
that's what, a family friend of yours that owns this?
Yeah, my dad's friend.
Gorgeous car.
Look at that.
Every year while we're out here, we always see this old GM truck, and I can never look inside because I'm not that tall, but see this one as well. I love the beautiful colors on the old ones. We're gonna go check out the red Dodge over there shortly too. I don't know if you just heard that start up behind me. It's the old Bel Air right there that just started up, but taking a look at this Dodge right here. I mean, this is another one of those ones that's just huge. Hold up the camera to look inside because I can't see. I'm not tall enough to look inside of that, but come around to the back, you can see it's got a modern bed on the end of it. Pretty sweet right there. Ford Ranchero here, but he packs a surprise under the hood. We're looking around, happen to notice the old 5.0 and the shifter to go with it. Asked him about it. He said that it's a first gen 5.0, so it's pretty sweet looking. So here's another one that we're looking at, another rat rod. I'm trying to piece together how you see out of that windshield because there's maybe 4 inches between the bottom of that R and the bottom of the windshield, but I mean, looking around.
It has a 22 RE Toyota pickup motor.
You hear that 22 RE Toyota pickup motor under the hood? Nitrous back there, bags to raise and lower it, battery diff, shocks all on the back. You see the fuel tank on the side there, there's one on each side. And on the inside, I'm on my knees right now so you can even see inside of here, but it's just, I don't know, there's a purge button for the NOS up there so you know that it is pushing nitrous, but I mean, you're looking down from about, I'm holding it about 5.5 feet up. Wow. That's what you're looking at right now. TikTok at Savage Motorsports, but you can pause it right there if you want to take a look at it. That's something special right there. So I'm not quite sure where this came from, and Tyler said it kind of just spawned out of nowhere, but that'll pick up over there. I'm not really sure where it came from. I swear it wasn't there a minute ago. Same with Colby, same with Sam. Yeah, exactly, but we're here to check it out.
That, whatever wood they're using in the bed in this is beautiful.
Oh yeah, no, that,
Cherry or something.
I love that
It's just
color in the
stained.
back. It goes really well with the maroon on the rest of
It
the truck.
does.
So last year we actually saw this Edsel wagon sitting here. If you check out my last video on the last Cruisin week, which I'll have linked below, back in October, this thing leaked out all of its coolant, I believe. Might have been oil, honestly, don't remember, but it looks like it's back here for another year, so I'm assuming they got it all fixed up. Still love the shag red interior, and I just love the look of old wagons like this.
33, Paul Macomo with a 1970 AMC.
We took a look at this one last year, not just because of the chrome engine, but because of the details all done on the outside. Coolest part about all this is it was all done in Sharpie marker by hand, which is it's a little bit more artistic talent than I have myself, but typically I'm not a fan of designs like this, but the fact that it was, like I said, all hand done, it really does complement the car nicely. I like the silver color that goes along with it.
Oh, that's a pretty vlog. I love those guys.
These are the ones we saw on the display, Tyler. Remember we saw these ones on the display?
I do love the color of this Bronco.
This color can go very bad if it's not done right, and it is done right.
Oh yeah. No, it looks.
And even his needles are
Oh,
matching
look at that.
too.
The matching needles.
The custom half doors.
You gotta love it.
Yeah, even his rear bar for a spare tire has it too. That's really nice.
No, yeah, this
He
color
offset
goes
the
really
white-
well.
He offset the white and the blue very well with each other. Looks really good.
They complement one another super nicely. I love the Pontiac here as well. Taillights blended into the bumper like that. Definitely not the stock interior up there with the gauges at least, but it does fit in very nicely. See, I've just always loved the old double stacked headlights like that. Clean look. We've made our way back around to the vendor tents. There's a little bit over here, and then we'll probably be clearing out here pretty soon thereafter, but we found yet another rat rod. Taking a look at that. Whiskey bent, hellbound. Colby, come take a look at this.
Yes.
The beer can.
Yes. Yes.
Once again, you'll never see two rat rods anywhere near the same. I like the shifter
He has a
placement.
National Bohemian gas fill cap on the back.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a tiny gas cell too.
There's only a few gallons right there.
Is that a Typhoon over there?
Yes, it is.
Holy crap.
You're lucky you're near the cars.
We saw this one last year. It either had suicide doors or gull wing doors. I can't remember, but I believe it was suicide doors. Can't see any signs of hinges anywhere, but real sleek look. Has massive subs in the back. I'll show you that now. I mean, look at the way they just point up like that. A lot of pretty ones over here in this corner.
Carburetor guys seeing fuel injection.
Stick shift and all. Pretty. We're heading out of the boardwalk. Finally going out. A lot of good stuff today. We'll see if we find anything interesting on the way out. If not, I don't know. We'll see when I start recording again. You know, we just stopped for the Dippin' Dots.
Had to be done.
As a kid, I remember always wanting these. My parents said, no, they're too expensive.
If you said this was $4 more, what the size of my
Is that
compared to mine?
As soon as I
$4
saw you at the
more,
counter,
bruh.
I was like, if Michael knew I paid $7.50 for this, he 100% would not be getting anything.
No.
You know it. Found this old Willys while walking down the boardwalk. Very old patina look, but it's pretty. I like it. I've always loved the old ones that'll have like old company advertisements on the side. But it's a good looking one. Tyler stopped to look at it because Tyler's a big Jeep, Willys, whatever enthusiast.
Yes, master.
Had our fair share of fun on the boardwalk. You know what time it is. Time to go grab and go taco. Tacos are required, heading across the street to go eat them. All right, so we finished up with our dinner, lunch, whatever you want to call it. We told Colby we'd get him home by 6 o'clock, so right now it is 6:12. We're doing good on time.
Let's go.
About to leave Ocean City. Head out, get some gas. Time lapse for the drive home. Let's get going. There goes Tyler and Hope. Goodbye. Rest in peace. Drive is over. It's about 9:15, 9:20ish right now. Got back to my house a couple minutes ago, not too long. Sam and Colby just took off. Drive went smooth. Can't complain about it at all. Weekend also went pretty smooth. Turnout wasn't phenomenal, but honestly, for what it was, I'm still pretty happy with it. Ton of cars there, ton of cool stuff to see. Talked to some cool car owners, caught up with some old friends, made some new ones. So, all in all, I'd say it's a successful weekend. Giving the Lexus mileage update, we are sitting at 268,564 miles. So that is her third cruising week, something like that. Always like taking it down there. It's a good road trip vehicle. But all in all, like I said, great weekend. I'm happy with it. Glad I went. Glad I had the guys to accompany me. Hopefully I'll have more content coming soon, more good stuff. Be sure to stick around on the channel. Check out whatever I got coming up next. Once again, thanks for watching, and have a good day, night, whenever you're watching this.